Hello everyone. I'm Abhinav Gautam, the backend engineer for the QMCLOUD project. Mostly worked on the deployment side, the Pulumi integration and stuff like that. And today I'll be discussing the AI components that we are using, that we are planning to use, and that we are working on right now for the QMCLOUD project. So first of all, as we all know, the LLMs are all the rage, but they might not be accurate at all the times, which is true. So it's still an experimental stage. But what it can already do is let's say if I ask it to create a JavaScript program in Pulumi to deploy a basic AWS landing zone, and it gives a good enough result. But as you might already know, so this is one of the use cases, obviously. But as you might already know, the QM Cloud is a GUI-based software, and we have the components, different cloud components, their different properties that they ask. Let's say the seeder block and some of the connections. So let's say this subnet should be in this VPC. So this is represented as a connection in the GUI. So to get through that, what we have thought is we will use uh, so this thing can be represented by a JSON. The components can be represented by a JSON structure, the connections, the properties, etc. So the idea is to use LLMs to get that particular JSON rather than a program, and then render it on the canvas. So let's say if I go ahead and ask, so this is one of the prompts that we have designed after a lot of research to create a simple JSON structure, and I'm basically giving it an infrastructure detail. So let's say AWS landing zone. If I go ahead and ask it to go ahead and create this, so what it will do is it will first of all create a canvas state which has all the different cloud components that we need and different properties. And let's say for right now it is blank because we're not providing anything, and this is the connection. So security groups should be connected to the VPC, the subnet should be connected to the VPC and stuff like that. And what we could also do is then as you know, the LLMs already have context, so we can go ahead and say can you make the instance have the type T3 X large. So this is just an example, and it will go ahead and modify the JSON accordingly. Right, so you'll see the instance type is T3.X large now, and the idea is to then we can go ahead and convert this thing to to the rendering, and we can have VPC subnet and other components which will be rendered on this canvas. Apart from this, the other use case that we are working on is, let's say, can you provide this JSON as a Python program? And sure, it goes ahead and does create the same thing in Python. And we could also have convert it to a .NET program. And as we know, ChatGPT might not be the best example, but there are different models which are more towards code, which are better in code. So we are looking on some of them. The earlier one was Codex, and now it is Copilot or something. So we are looking into these areas. So thank you. I think that's some of the AI features that we are working on in QM Cloud software, and thanks a lot for having me.